Oh man, intro makes me laugh every time I see it. That's great. Jeff Cross made that intro for me. So yeah, that's the new ZLS intro. I love it. That's yeah, I had fun making that this weekend. Let's take a look at some things to do today. Last Friday we did some stuff with my Aeons of Ascension little pet project I've been messing around with for a long time. Um, but yeah, let's take a quick look at just what we did yesterday or Friday, I guess. We gave some background information. So the philosophy, explain where we're at. We did some live coding. I think we did like did a move or something like that. I actually did some stuff over the weekend where let me make this much bigger. That's pretty small. Away. There you go. Oh, and there's comments. I gotta get back in the swing of things. Yeah, it's the pig bear. Yep, that's Cheddar. That's Jeff's pride and joy right there. And yes, I agree. Yeah, no, I'll catch you later, Corbin. Have fun at the meeting. But yeah, so for today, let's see. The big thing we want to do is learn some React. I really don't know much. I've like messed around in Stack Blitz a little bit before, but we're really going for it today. We're going to try to learn ourselves some React. And I realized the irony trying to learn some React on Angular's 4th birthday, which I just realized was today. This wasn't intentional, just accidental. But yeah, today we're going to learn us some React. So let's see. I have a working battle engine here at this point, I believe. I don't think we'll see it break. That may prove to be false as we go along. So we're going to want to do some very basic UI running, importing and running our battle engine in our browser. So pretty much, let's take a look. Let me close that down. Maybe let's move this over here. And in this thing, let's open up Battle Engine. And maybe just take a look at this real quick. So our Battle Engine, we can see, think of it kind of like an object with some plugins we're going to be doing. So we have our battle, which is we kind of saw this on Friday. If we take a look, there's our teams, our units, a list of active auras, a turn winner, a performer. So the idea is this is kind of like a JSON object that'll give us like the state of the battle. Outside of this, we have our battle functionality. So this is kind of like a dictionary of any kind of moves we can think of. So as we're building more moves, we'll be adding them to this dictionary and loading it and sending it off with the battle engine. So potentially, I don't think we'll get to this point, but if we have our battle engine, we could potentially open source this and let other people use, like, create their own moves and their own auras and stuff like that. And that could be kind of cool to see. Like, it just open source just the battle engine part, and then like Aeons of Ascension would just be well, it would be several things. It would be these dictionaries built on top of that engine, as well as like story and progression and all that. So that's kind of the meat and potatoes of everything. But we'll also have some state, and this is not battle state really. This is the engine state. So which state are we in? And as we progress through from one state to another, we'll kind of be changing our battle object immutably. And next is kind of like just this function on that object to progress us from one state to the next. So we'll probably attach this for now into like a button, just so we can kind of like have some manual control over that as we're coding out our UI. And this is not implemented yet, but the idea would be somewhere down the line, excuse me, this engine would also be creating combat logs based on what's happening in the battle, stats. This would be like, if you think of like we're having the battle at the end, maybe you see a chart to see how well each one of your units did, or how much each one of your units contributed to the victory, how much damage they did, stuff like that. That's the idea for this object here, this battle stats object. Let's see if we can take a look. So pretty much we're just indexing an object by a turn ID and by a unit ID, and then this is kind of just throwing some stuff against the wall for now. But by doing this, we could maybe make one of those cool graphs somewhere down the line. And then our controllers is just a list of controllers we'll be using. So each controller will have an ID. It'll let us know which units that controller controls, and then it'll expose this method for selecting a move choice. So when we do our UI, we'll pretty much be attaching this move choice to like something in the UI. I'm probably just doing window.prompt for now. It's pretty lame, but it's a start. And as we move on, we'll be making a much nicer client for this kind of stuff. So yeah, that's, oops, what did I do there? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's mainly the goal. You can see our interfaces down here, and then we have our function to create a battle engine. So we'll have to do this. We'll be exporting this function and importing it into our UI, creating a battle engine that way, and then calling next once that battle engine is created to kind of tie things along. And you'll see here inside of these controllers, we'll want to register a controller to let the user interface with the engine through like the web APIs. So that's the goal. Let's see if we can do it. So let's see. Let's start by just showing. Let's make sure we can create a battle engine in React. I don't think that'll be that hard. We'll find out. We're going to want to let's just show the battle as a JSON and a pre-tag. So that'll just be like a way of being able to check on the battle for now. And we'll have a button to move to next step. And we'll say for now window.prompt to get, just to communicate a move. It's going to be pretty bad, but it's a start. Start with that and see where we go. So let's move this over here. Make things a little smaller. I don't think I can keep this, keep with that font size all stream. But yeah, let's see. I think right now, so what I've done so far before stream for the React app is I've gone in and I've installed the Narwhal React plugin and used the schematic there to just generate a boilerplate app. And if I bring up my console, I'm running that here. I think, wait, no, this looks like Angular. No, is that it? Yeah, no, that's it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we're using web. So I guess the Narwhal plugins use Webpack to build it and then send it out. So if we go to localhost 4200, we can see we just have the this boilerplate stuff kind of come up. And if you're new to NX, lots of really cool resources on here to check out, including NX Cloud, free cloud building, up to I think it's like up to 5 hours per month, which is probably more than we'll need if we're being honest. Cool. So let's see if we can get in here and muck with this stuff. I'm going to start by going in here. So it's doing this stuff. And interesting. Where's that logo coming from? As logo. Okay. Yeah, component as logo. From logo.svg. So what's going on here? That's not what I wanted. Okay, I see. So this is just React component. I see. Okay. Let's try this. We're going to just kill off some of this stuff. See if we can get just our battle created here. So I'm assuming we'll want to do it above this return statement. So we're going to say constant battle engine equals create battle engine. Let's try importing create battle engine from, we'll use our engine package that we made with NX. Like so. So what are the parameters we'll need on this object? Controllers, move descriptions, all that good stuff. Okay, so let's import our move descriptions and our order descriptions. Right now they're still in this engine lib. Eventually we'll want to move them out. So the descriptions and order descriptions are separate from the libs, but we don't have that yet. So we'll add those in, our move descriptions and our order descriptions. And let's see. So let's just pull up the params over here. So we go to our battle engine. I'll scroll to where we got our params. All right, so we need a controller. Controllers. And we'll just have the one for now. Eventually, we'll also want to make like a simple AI one, just to let the computer do some moves. For now, we'll want to make the controller. Controller, we'll just give it for now an ID is 1. Unit ID is controlled. We'll have to start. We'll have 2 units. We'll just call them units 1 and 2 for now. And we'll say select move choice is. So we'll want to make this an async function that will resolve when we get something from our prompt. So how will that work? We'll want to say, it's a little bit better. Boom. So we'll say this is an async function. And we'll want to say, and we'll need a move ID and a target ID. So for now, we'll have 2 units. We'll give them both tackle as their one and only move. And we'll just say like which person do you want to target. So you can target yourself or you can target the enemy unit. That's a good first pick. So we'll say constant target ID equals window.prompt, I think. And the message is, what is the ID of your target? Right. And that'll kind of block on that until we get back. And then we'll want to return Move ID. Here we'll just want to do, I'm not sure if this is exported. I think let's just look at tackle real quick. Our tackle move. We'll grab his ID real quick. Move ID. It says such and target IDs. An array with just our target ID. And I believe, okay. I think our controllers is satisfied now. That's why the red squigglies are around everything. Let's make sure we have our, what else do we need for our battle engine? Are you going to use hooks? Yes, I think. We'll find out. I'm absolute beginner on React, but I believe, yes, we will be using hooks. I'll still have to figure out what those are. And this code base. So the Zach live stream one, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. So this was with the social media platform we were writing before. I think we may revive that at some point for now, but I don't know. People seem to be more interested in the RPG games, so I'm just going with that for now. But we'll maybe bring up the social media app again. So yeah, man. We'll see where I get here. I don't think. Well, I don't know. I'm still feeling my way through stuff. I'm just seeing if I can kind of knock this out, hack this out for now. But yeah. I will endeavor to use hooks, provided it looks like a good use case, which I think it probably will. So, yeah, we'll do that. I'm also super interested in XState, especially for this battle engine I'm running here. Seems like XState may be a really good tool for that. But for now, this is working. So let's see. We've got our controllers for our teams. I'll start with our units. So we said we'd have 2 units. Number 1, let's create unit real quick. Let's see what all they need. So they need an ID of 1, name, I don't know. Oh, this one's Zach. Level is 1, base attributes, stats. Attack, I don't know. We'll just give him some base attack or base stats for now. Where are all the stats again? I don't even remember. Defense, special defense, speed, recovery, max health. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Being my key bindings all mixed up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Defense, special, speed, recovery, max health, extra, I think. And our types, just make it normal. Let's see, go back to our units. We'll have to set some of this stuff up. Is alive. Just starting out, so yes, that's true. Health is, we'll just set it to our max health. Let's make that max health 1,000. Make sure these guys can live long enough for us to see some stuff. Move IDs. We said we'd just give them that tackle. Let's grab that here. And energy is 0, speed points is 0. Speed points is 0. And I really should make just a function that does this, but I'm being too lazy right now. Today we're just going to copy paste. And so this one is 2, 2. Corbin, you're going to be unit number 2. There you go. So cool. I think we've created our engine here. Oh wait, I think we might need some more. What else does this need? Oh, this expects. Create only expects the array. Okay, well that's easy enough to fix. That. Are we missing something from our stats? Special. I knew I was missing something. Top of that. Drop them into Corbin as well. Okay, we're still missing something. What are we missing now? TypeScript. That's a lot of stuff to read through. Okay, we need our teams, we need our random generator. Our random number generator we can just import from our engine. It's easy enough. And our teams, I think that just takes an array. Let's see what our team looks like. I think it's just an ID. One, sure. Name, I'll be on blue team. Unit IDs. I think I was 1. We'll copy this one and make a red team for Corbin. Boom. He is 2. Name is red. All right, we got our battle engine. Wait. Save. That was odd. It's totally removing. What? Okay. I'll have to check the tape on that afterwards. All right, let's see. Sorry, I'm missing all the stats here. Yes. Make my base stats negative numbers. Yeah, that'll probably break things, I think. I think you'd start, if we made your recovery negative, you'd start losing health. No, get out of here. Yeah, I'll make it silver. Why not? Here you go. Silver team. Since you're stealing blue. I chose Pokemon Red when I first started, but my favorite color is blue. But I just like Charmander so much, man. Hoorah, silver. I have no recollection of whether I chose silver or gold for the second generation. Me and my brother would play them together, so we would always get the other one so we could attack. Nice. That was you get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. That's what we tell our kids. There you go. All right, so we got our battle engine. I think what we'll want to do here, let's just kill most of this. Let's see if we can just do a pre, kind of like what we got in here. And we'll figure it out. Wait. I'm killing too much. I think. No, I'm not. Let's kill the header. Okay, yeah. Let's see. That won't do it. Everything for us. VS Code, you disappoint. You disappoint me. All right. We got a div name. We're going to do a pre in here. And let's see. Pretty much what we want to do, I believe, is just JSON dot stringify. Where I always reach for the JSON pipe in Angular, but we're going to stringify our battle engine dot battle. Stick in a null, a 2 there, so it can format itself nice enough. Let's see what happens. I got stuff serving, so we should be over here. I think we see it. We totally see it. And L2 for the win. Yes, sir. For the longest time, I didn't realize if you just this is when I was first starting, and this lasted for like 3 months. I'm so sorry, Brandon. Dude, I had no idea today was Angular's birthday, and I'm like, let's do a React stream. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad. But as we can see here, we got all of our started stuff. There's our blue team, there's our silver team. There's me, Zach chilling. There's Corbin, he's chilling. It's pretty much the same, except his ID and name is different. We both have tackles. And we're going to use tackle on each other until one of us dies. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. Jumping over here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a hook to do this. I'm thinking a hook or calling render or something. Because I'm not sure how this is going to update, but we'll figure it out. Pretty much what we're going to do. Let's add in a button here. I'm probably going to butcher this syntax, but we pretty much want to do like, how's it going to work? Let me just Google some of this crap. Sorry, y'all. without Corbin or like Adam in here to teach me, I'm going to have to be Googling a lot of this. Click button call method. Yeah. Let's see. What is this saying? On click handler. That sounds good. Pretty much we just want to call our engine next. If I can just find some really simple usage. There we go. That's simple enough. And let's just make sure. Okay. So on click, we're just going to pass it we're just going to pass it a reference to the function rather than actually calling it. Okay, that makes sense enough. These hooks are magic and I don't like it. I feel you, Brandon. I'm pretty sure React people would say like a lot of Angular is magic though. I don't know. I'm trying to understand how the other side lives, man. I'm trying to understand how the other side. Oh, Lars is here too. And yes, me and Wes had a real interesting time with Vue. So use date and set item in the sync. Sorry, y'all, I'm missing all this chat stuff. I meant to say, let's see. I meant to say I choose to believe is calling me blasphemy. Oh, interesting. All right. I need to have like, wait, can we do like the kappa? Can we do kappa in here? That's a Twitch thing, right? Trying to be like the cool kids. Anyway, let's not get too on click. So I just pass in like this, I believe. I'm going to just call this like churn. Let the engine churn. What we'll do is in here, we'll call battle. I already got my syntax wrong. Where'd that thing go? On click. Oh, no quotes. Got it. Got it. There we go. Battle engine rather. Next. This should prompt us when we hit next. I don't think it's going to update. No, Lars. Hey man, we've talked about this before. Get your sleep, man. Sleep's important. So you can always watch the VOD later or check it out on YouTube. So next a method. Next is let's look at that battle engine again. Next is it's pretty much just something to hook into here. A function we're going to call, a method, if you will, on our battle engine. We're going to call, and it's just going to put us to the next state over. If we look where inside of our create battle engine here, a lot of this is defining that next. So next is an async function that will do all this stuff. And yeah, so if we're on select move, we're going to get a controller. We're going to find the controller for our unit. This is actually really unperformant, but we'll fix that later. And we're going to call that controller's select move choice. And then we're going to update our battle immutably to create a new battle based on the move description. And then we're going to update the state. So the inevitable. Okay. I'm doing things correctly. Good. Use an API to show banners. Yeah, if I could just have everyone's like stuff show up. Code that does stuff. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if this works. I don't know where this crap's coming from. Let's get rid of it. So I'm over here. When I call churn, I believe I'm on the starting. Let's add to this actually. I'll add another one here. Just the JSON stringify state. Okay. So now we're on select move. So if I hit churn, the engine's going to figure out which controller to use. Right now there's only the one. It should call the window.prompt. And it doesn't. Crap. Let's see what's going on with that. Maybe inspect. Anything in here? Cannot read property state of undefined. Let's. Okay, so this is undefined when we're calling next on it. Probably because I defined that as an arrow function, right? Somewhere. Let's see. Next. No, it's not an arrow function when it gets described. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just reading through the comments at the moment. My friend did as a Haskell developer. I should use that on her. Nice. All right. Now figure out why this is undefined when we call next. Let's see. I wonder if it's. Let's just set the breakpoint. Let's see. I don't think this will show us anything. If we refresh and hit our churn. Yeah, this is undefined. Somehow my context got lost. I can clearly see the engine is in the right place. I think there's something about React I'm missing here. Let's see. I'm going to try something here. Part of this is just like understanding how this stuff works, but we'll call this churn. Let's say function churn. And we'll say, maybe I need to make that an arrow function in here for this to work. If I do function churn, I just have this call battle engine.next. Let's fix it. Let's find out. I have a feeling it's going to do the same thing. I don't know. That did it. React. We got it. We got it, folks. All right. So our this is now has its context. it's weird stuff with arrow functions versus functions, I'm assuming. So by passing that, because my next, it needed to know its context here. Needed to have its context attached. I should make this an arrow function probably. Maybe it's a bad thing with my engine API. But for now, we should get this working. So what is the idea of my target? Corbin's looking pretty good, so I'm going to press 2. Let's see what happened. Things didn't update. All right. Do I have to call like render? I don't think I can call render if I'm doing things this way, right? I don't know. Let's see. Let's look up. We're going to Google hooks. Unclick. Is it that how? Okay. How can I call render? I'd like to just have something like this. Is that a thing? Just like render. Is that totally a thing? Dude. No, that's not a thing. That can't be a thing. Yeah, that's not right. All right, let's see if we can figure it out. Good luck at a hook cell, Zach. Thanks, Lars. And thank you, Corbin, for working on that GIS. Let me Google while you're doing that. Let's see. Call render in React functional component. You getting out of here, Lars? You have a good one, sir. Go get some sleep. It's late where you're at. I have a functional component. I want to force re-render. Can now use it in React hooks. And call use state. Okay, let's see if we can pattern match here. My component, force update. Use force update. I see. Use state. Click use force update. Ah, okay. Let me. I don't like that. StreamYard doesn't yet let you like grab links from chat. So let me go over to the actual channel and I'll pull it out of the chat here. Oh. Yeah. Here, resend it one more time, Corbin. I'm sorry. The chat's clearing out for me. Thank you, sir. All right. Okay. So this is kind of what I was looking at there. So really, I want to set my battle as probably my state for the component, is what I'm guessing. So it's probably like some combination of the state and the state and the battle between those two things. But I probably just want to force state. All right. Well, let's just try this inside of our onClick. Let's see what we can do here. So we'll say constant force re-render, and here force render. Can we just pass a no op here? Yeah. I just x returns x. Like it is there. Let's see. We're going to want to. Really going to want to await that. Let's see. Kicking some tires. All right, we're churning. Let me get rid of the breakpoint. Run it. My ID is 2. Should have called re-render. Let's see. No. I don't believe we are calling re-render. That's fine. Let's make sure. So if we go to our app.tsx, set a breakpoint there. I'll want to set a breakpoint here. I'll set one there too. All right, and we'll refresh. Churn. Okay. 2 should hit inside of here. Next. Force re-render is getting called. Let's try that again. I just want to check to see what my other stuff, what state my other stuff is in when I call the force render. Oh, I see. Sorry, Corbin. Gotta get better at checking, keeping track of all this crap. Okay, so we gotta update the state. Otherwise, it's not gonna look like it's different. Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. I need like a bell to ring when one of y'all comments. I'm not big enough that would get annoying yet. All right, let's see. Hit churn. Next. 2. Boom. Okay. We're gonna call that. No, it's still saying select move. Let's refresh. We'll stop on the last one. That didn't work. Probably because I had the error. Okay, yeah. They give it the 2. Boom. Ugh. And so we're returning that 2. Good. All right, and now force re-render. So if I look at my battle engine now, while we're in this state, yeah, my state is definitely different. We should be showing this right there. And if we take a look, Corbin, your health should have gone down. I hate to say it, but let's see. If we go to our battle and our units, let's make sure your health is being changed. Oh no, it doesn't look like it did. Did mine? No. I don't know. Maybe this is. Well, at the least the state should have changed. So if I call this, yeah. Let me just check to make sure after all that. Go to here. Okay. I'm pretty sure my health is going down. I don't know, man. I think in most games when you eat stuff, you regain health. Let's I don't know. Let's put something in tackle. If we go to this, we should be able to see our tackle. Move effect. Let's tackle move effect. Okay. Our function. No, I mean this all looks good. Yeah, something. Life isn't a game. I think it is in some ways. It's a very complex game. And we're all still learning the rules, right? But we'll get there. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. We gotta figure out how to change our state. If I'm going to use just hooks here, let's see if we can just find React hooks. usage. I think we have a pretty simple use case here. Let's see if we can just look at some React hooks and figure out what's going on. Okay. Well, this seems pretty straightforward. So count, I'm guessing, is like our property, and set count is what we're going to call to update it. I imagine we'll want to do this. Let's just try doing this with the battle for now. So we can at least see Corbin's health move, if not anything else. So we'll say up in here, use state. Let me bring up that documentation again. Move it over here. So sorry, I'm going to miss comments for a little bit, but I think we can make this work. What is the 0 for? Is that just like a counter? Maybe I'm missing something here. S or something that returns S. Okay. Okay, so it is like a number. Gotcha. All right. So if we call this battle, and if we call this here set battle, that. So inside of our churn, we'd call next, we'd call set battle. After that, we'd say battle engine battle, and argument of type. Okay, so that's needing a number still. So if I were to say that this were a battle, maybe where I'll need to get chat involved. But okay, so and here I could just set it to our battle engine battle. All right. Let's see if this is changing stuff a bit. And then in here, I want to need the battle engine battle. Just need the battle. I guess this one. Battle engine. This one's that's not even going to work, so we'll figure that out later. Let's see if that works. Let me check on chat. Maybe someone's got some nuggets of truth for me. Okay, Corbin's having me go that way. A suspicion is that we're getting stale data. Yeah, I think that seems to be what's going on. It may be something to do with my API there too. Who's inside? Blah blah blah. Corbin, we should have just had you on the freaking. I gotta invite you to this thing still. Okay, so you think we need to spread it? We need a different copy of it. So the battle engine should be making an immutable copy of that battle every time it needs to. So I think this is okay. I don't think we'll need to spread it, but let's try that. And let's just see. Let's see if we churn properly now. So churn. Let's hit that there. We're going to get our target. So that's what's coming up. I'll say my target is 2. And here we want to set battle to a battle engine.battle. Form RD is 2. Boom. D. All right, that's the team's unit. So I see. Now Corbin's health has not changed. It's probably some error in my stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Let's hit next. Yeah, Corbin's health has not changed. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. Because data is stale. Gotcha. All right. So by spreading it, we're just trying to make a new battle. Try that. Then use that to set state. So like I'm doing here, Corbin. I think that's right. Yeah. Let's try this again. Got all this. Churn. Battle engine. Looks good. Prompt it. Yeah. Looks like your else is not changing, but call that there. Yeah, so by spreading, it'll force it to re-render. But if the data is stale, it won't actually update the values because you're just spreading stale. Okay. I think it's the way to go here. Okay. Return new object from .next is the way to go here. Yeah, I don't know. I so I have an Angular version of this app that this was working on. It's really troubling to me though when I step through the debugger that my battle, like I'm not sure at this point, I'm not sure if it's that I have stale data or if it's that or if it's the case that the API is somehow not working correctly. Well, let me try something like this. If I churn another, just do a 1 there. Set battle. Yeah. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Is it staleness? The biggest problem with React is its staleness. So I don't know why it's not updating when you force re-render, but the debugger shows updated value. I'm not necessarily saying your API is stale, or that React's somehow changing your data and making it stale. Let's see. So, okay. So you're saying you want next inside of the engine to return the new battle. I don't know if that would work. That's definitely not the way I designed it. Like I kind of designed it so that like the engine you just call next. That's like stepping on the gas just to push it forward like 1 frame to get it to the next state. And then like the different states, handlers for the different states will kind of keep calling each other as they go through. So let me see if I can set some breakpoints um, inside of my stuff here for like creating a move. Where did I get this stuff from? So this is from our move utils. Just wanted to make sure when we call damage, for example, it's getting the right information. Let me stop there. Let me see. Because yeah, I think what you're saying, there's something I'm not gronking here. Like, and I think Corbin, it's what you said up here. It's not necessarily saying your API is stale, but more that React somehow caching your data and making it stale. Yeah, and yeah, Corbin, I'll send you the stuff so we can look at this more tomorrow when you're on. But yeah, I think something about what you said here is what's actually going on. Like where I am, somehow React is caching what my battle engine should be because it should definitely be different by the time I've gone through that next. So yeah, let's step through this again. We'll say, what was the idea of my target? It's 2 is Corbin. We get here. Okay, we should see that we should have done some damage. If we look at where this gets called, Data object equals damage. Here's where we would knock the user out. So here's where we'd create the next battle from that. So we could see we're spreading battle, spreading the units, adjusting the damaged units' health. So if we go into our battle engine, somewhere in here we should see that inside of our next. If next equals select move, we're going to get the move ID and the targets. Say battle is equal to this move effect. Somehow this battle, I think, is not being correctly adjusted. Yeah, so let's put some breakpoints there. Let's see if we can hit those. We skipped that one. That don't seem right. But here, okay, let's see. This battle. If we look at our units, so I think we did like 591 damage. Is what we had said. But yeah, the health has not been adjusted. Let's move effect. Let's put a breakpoint there too. No worries, man. Yeah, and yeah, I'll send you some stuff so you can experiment if you want. Hit me. What you got? It's definitely something with this. Whatever's going on here, I think I've narrowed it down to which line it's happening on. Let's force refresh and we'll try step through again. Because yeah, something about the API. There's something about our engine. It's like old versions of that engine, I believe. So we'll call next prompt, get the 2. Okay, we're stopped here. Go to our battle functionality. Move ID is tackle. So this all looks right. If I go into move effect and I step into that, and step into this, and we'll just wait on the other side of this so we can see what our damage object looks like. Oh, that didn't do it. Oh no, it stopped first. Okay, so it should have damaged for 503. And then, okay, so this damage object looks right. That needs to get rounded. Make sure, look to make sure that gets rounded. So at this point, everything looks like it's still updating correctly. It's just though when we return a step out, something about this ain't returning right. So if I step out again. Yeah, something about that definitely ain't returning right. Let me pull that link up. Let's see what Corbin's got in store for us. Use effect, force render. Timing issue, something when we render forces data to show. And would it be caught by console log? It's technically viewing mutable data stream. All right, so where does this use react.use effect get called? Okay, force re-render. Okay, so we can just kind of put this anywhere, I'm guessing. So whenever, okay, let's try that. Yeah, I'm definitely perplexed by this. I thought for sure this API was going to work pretty easily with anything we put in front of it. But all right, let's say we have this. We're just going to force render to state. This might be the default and start with a 0. And then we'll just copy over Corbin's stuff. React use effect, force re-render. What does use effect look like? Dependencies. Okay. Okay. And then here I would just force render. I don't know. Do I still call force render here? I'm not sure. We'll find out. Yeah, I saw that. Would I still need to call force render after calling churn, or is that what this effect is doing? It's saying whenever the battle engine or the battle engine.battle are changed, go ahead and force render. Is that the idea? And then here we could do battle engine.battle. You could add force render. That would remove my timing theory for sure. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's try this. I'm curious to see if this would work, and then we'll try the set timeout. That would be interesting. What's this doing? Oh, I think all my breakpoints got just deactivated for now. Let's see if this works. Say 2. This works. Supposedly, this should work too. Let's just say 2. No, doesn't appear to be. Health. Let's try doing that set timeout. Well, let me just try doing this. Guessing this will fail too. Yeah. 2 doesn't seem to be changing, but let's try doing this. After we get out of that, side of churn. So by doing this, we're kind of pushing it onto the bottom of the event queue. Let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah, it's definitely something I'm just not gronking yet. Let me try. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Corbin. Catch you later, man. Looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow, everyone, Corbin's going to be on the show. we'll figure this crap out. Dang it. But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think what else could be the issue. React.use effect. Let's see if I can just look up. Let's try React use effect. Let me just make sure I know what I'm doing here because I'm just slapping on code. Probably good to read some of this stuff. Use effect Document.title equals you clicked count 3 times. The effect hook lets you perform some effects in function components. So I don't think this shouldn't be considered a side effect. I wouldn't think. It's like we have an object here that should be updating. But anyways, data fetching, setting up a subscription, manually changing the DOM in React, all examples of side effects. Whether or not you're used to calling these operation side effects, you've likely performed these in components before. Those that require cleanup and those that do. Effects without cleanup. So updated the DOM. Network requests. Them in a componented mount and a componented update. Coming back to our example, here's a React counter class component that updates the document title. Okay, let's take a look. Example, render. Okay. So document.title. So we'd be changing the title in here. This would also be here. So the state is just an object with a count. That's a number. And just call it set state. All right, so our state is a count with a number. We're just adjusting that as we go. So we'd probably want to be doing something. If I were to set this up, it's like our state would be, I'm wondering if like my API is not going to work well with the React because it's set up to be doing most of this stuff itself. Like it's the idea is the API is going to be managing a lot of that state for us and just exposing it on the object. But I wonder if I can do something like this, where I have my state would be a battle here and a state like the enum. So we can say those two things. I could call next. Once next is finished, I would call this dot set state to update it to whatever the object has. But I'm worried that somehow React is caching that my engine object somehow, so that won't work. Let's try it though. Let's see. Example using hooks. So this is the same thing, I think, but using hooks. It's fascinating to see how much this cuts down on the code. I'd rather do like that. So same idea. We have a count and we have a set count. Use state with the initial. And then my effect is going to be you clicked count times at the title. Okay, so what does use effect do? By using this hook, you'll tell React that your component needs to do something after render. Okay. I wouldn't think it would need to do anything. Call it later after performing the DOM updates. This effect, we set the document title, but we could also perform imperative API. Why is use effect called inside of a component? Placing use effect inside the component lets us access the count state variable right from the effect. Okay. We don't need a special API to read it. It's already in a function scope. Hooks embrace JavaScript closures and avoid introducing React-specific APIs for JavaScript. Oh, that's nice. Does effect run after every render? Yes. By default, it runs both after the first render and after every update. Okay. So if I wanted to do something here with, well, I feel like if I have my battle and my state string enum in my as part of what I'm doing in the use state hook, I think this is a hook. Yeah, in the chat, let me know. I'm out of my element here for sure, but I think if I can if I can lick that, this should work. I don't see any reason to think it wouldn't. Um, so yeah, let's try that. All right. So I don't think I need use effect. Let's try doing what we were doing before. So we'll say React use state. Before we do that, we'll create an interface. I don't know. We'll call it React state for now. It's not a great name, but we'll deal with it. Battle is a battle, and we'll need state is a battle state, and I don't think that's defined. Type battle state equals. Let's take a look at our battle engine. Somewhere on here, we define what these things are. All right, there it is. Copy, paste. There we go. So inside of our use state, this needs to be a battle state. And at this point, it should be simply battle is a battle engine battle state battle engine state. Doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like that? That want a factory function to set it up? No, doesn't like that. It should just be that value. Let's see if I understand what this is. Primitive type battle is a battle. Oh, I see. This is. There we go. So here's state. Set state. I don't know. I hope there's no name collisions in this stuff. Seems like that might be a name collision. Okay, I think we're good. Dispatch. Okay. So here, to be able to update this to this, state.state. These need to be named better. And then in here, there's a timing. We'll watch out for the timing issue here too. But let's try just here. Console.log, battle engine.battle. In here, it's the timeout to 0. Console.log, battle engine.battle tier 2, just to see if we can see a difference between the two. And here we call set state. Battle is battle engine.battle and state engine.state. I feel like I'm writing way too much code for what this is actually doing, but think this would probably work now. What is this? Get out of here. Yeah. Let's see if that works. I wouldn't think that this would change anything, but let's find out. Churn. So the ID is 2. Hey, that worked. It kind of worked. We updated our state correctly. I don't think we actually damaged Corbin. Yeah. So this is the one before, the one after. Corbin should have lower health, and he does not. Let's go back to our sources. Let's see if we can figure this out. We're definitely on the right track. We figured something out. I figured out how this use state hook works, I think. Kind of. I think there's still something like Corbin was talking about somehow that the engine, my engine being stale in some way. Okay. Move effect. Let's try this. Let's go into our sources because we own all this crap. So instead of saying this dot battle, we'll just make a constant battle. Just make sure that gets run the right way. So I'm going to step over this, step over that, and remove some of these. We've confirmed that that's working correctly. Boom. When we turn here, Corbin, his health is not changed. That is wrong, I believe. So we'll need to do this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And here. So we'll go into our battle engine. We'll add some stuff in here. So we'll say battle engine inside of our next. I think it was line 99. Yeah. Here we'll just say make sure we're not caching anything. Make sure that gets set. Let's try this battle equals battle. See if that helps with anything. Yeah, okay. So if we look at the battle engine, we'll put the breakpoint back there. We'll churn. We can remove some of these as we're going. So we're narrowing this down. Battle is that. Set a breakpoint there. Next. All right, let's see what battle looks like. Oh, still not. His health still hasn't changed. Well, I wonder if there's something about how we're doing that. We're kind of making Corbin attack himself. He's actually the turn winner here. I don't think that would be kind of depressing if that's what was going on this whole time. But let's see. Churn. Say the D is 1. If we do this step, look at our battle. Does my health change? Yes. Hey, we did it. That was it the whole time. There must be something about in the engine about attacking yourself, which kind of makes sense, but definitely didn't work the way I would have expected it to. Let's see. If we look at our unit, yeah, his health is updated. Okay, so I think we did it. Oh, that's kind of depressing. So churn. No, we didn't. We definitely have it. Hang on. Because I think this caching is taking effect. Because this should have just advanced our state. Is acting as if we're still in the old one. So that's bad. I don't know what that's about. Let's see. So we call churn, we're calling battle engine.next. Is it? I wonder. What if we just made this? This doesn't seem like it would be right. Like I purposely made this API so that like it would be serializable and all this stuff. If I just did this, we'll just call this battle engine. Set battle engine. Yeah, that's gonna clash. Clash. Ugh. Set state here. That's just not right. I don't know. Okay, await battle engine. Is battle engine not next? Something about this, I'm guessing React really doesn't like. Me just calling next and letting that object churn on itself. And I'm guessing it's more than just a timing issue. Log battle. So this is battle engine. All right, let's see if this works. No, did not like that. Let's see. What don't it like? For initialization. Okay. State. Oh, I see. This needs to just be regular old engine. Oh, we've updated this one's name. Okay. Churn to next battle. Oh, wait. I did 2 again, didn't I? Let's refresh. Gotta make sure Corbin tackles me. Now, if I look at units, definitely be taking some damage there. This one. Oh, I really just need the unit. Okay. Now that's not even updated. Okay. So something like what Corbin said, I think would make sense. If we have, then we have to kind of like make the whole battle engine immutable to make that work. So I don't know, y'all. I apologize for the unsatisfying stream, but I think we may end there. Just because I can't seem to figure out any further than this. I thought this would be really, really straightforward. So apologize for that. But hey, we'll get better every day. Tomorrow we'll get Corbin. Wednesday we got Adam coming back to explain more React to me. It's all good. We'll figure this crap out. Thanks all for showing up, and I'll see you next time on ZLS. Let me hit that video one more time, and I'll see you next time.